Hello everybody. Today's episode of Talladega Outdoorsman, we're going to try and work out what pellet I'm going to be using this year squirrel hunting. I'll start out with the Premier Hollow Point at 14.3 grains. Go to the Premier Round Nose. I'm assuming is the same grain weight. I don't have a package to refer to. These are Ruger Super Point in 17 grain, and these are the Gamo Rocket in 14.5 grain. I've used these before, and these seem like they penetrate really well. But we're going to shoot some water bottles and just see what the differences are. Let's figure out where these bad boys are hitting in my gun to begin with. And you could take two of these same guns and shoot those 4 different pellets and get a different result. These pellet rifles are just like firearms, where they're just going to like certain ammunition better than others, and every one of them's a little different. I'm shooting today let's see, where is it? Looks like a Browning Leverage, but this is a little bit different gun than what a lot of y'all are used to seeing. It is a under break barrel. The barrel does not move on this gun. This kind of looks like a tube-fed magazine is the cocking mechanism. In my opinion, a gun where the barrel moves independently to the sight, you're going to lose accuracy. I don't care what your tolerances are, or even over time, those tolerances are going to change. With a barrel that is fixed, that's going to give you longevity and overall more accuracy. Well, let's quit talking and get to shooting. Okay folks, I'm fixing to test fire all of these rounds just to see where they're hitting. I'm sure they're all going to hit just a little bit different, and then we'll get started on some water bottles. I'm starting out with the Premier Hollow Point. Let's see what she's got. shooting at roughly 20 yards. I'll switch over to the round nose. Go ahead and get all these opened up. These rockets are by far the most expensive of the pellets. The brake barrels are a lot easier to load than this one for sure. Let me go ahead and hit the same dot with these rockets. I've never shot the rockets out of this gun. I believe I said earlier, these are my favorite as far as hunting. Felt like I pulled it. I can tell already these rockets seat pretty loose in the chamber here. Yep. The Gamo rocket is definitely more consistent. This started out as one of the Ruger holes. I put both of them in that hole and one on the straight up in the target. This is the round nose. This is the little hollow point round. That's a pretty rough group right there. That one's not too bad. You can definitely body shoot one. And you're stacking them in like that, you could head shoot him. Then the Ruger was probably the worst out of the group, at least as bad as the first rounds. Let's break out some water bottles and see what kind of penetration we can get. Set up. Yet again, it's about 20 yards, roughly what I would expect to be shooting a squirrel with an air rifle. Let's try the round nose first. I set up 3 full Gatorade bottles of water down there. If we make it through 2, I'm going to be extremely impressed. Hit right dead center, right in the G. Good clean hole in the front. Kind of small in the back. That pellet may have broke up some. Let's see what we got. Oh, we did get into the second one. And I see the pellet inside. We'll pull those out and compare them all when we get done. Not real sure what happened there. I barely skimmed it. Oh, I turned the bottle when I shot. These pellets didn't group very well a while ago. Alright, I'm shooting the heavy guy now, the 17 grain, and if I can't hit it the first or second round, I'm just going to shoot the rockets. See what we get. No? Actually, I think that was the same hit. Good straight on hit. broke out the side. So apparently when that rocket hits the water, it must be separating, because that rocket has a BB in the end of it, a piece of steel in the end of it. I'm imagining that when it hits that water, it's instantly opening up, and when it does that, it just goes every which way in the water. Oh, look right here. Well, the BB is still intact. So I'm wrong that the skirt is completely flat and is bent. So okay. I caught 3 of the 4 different pellets that I shot. Focus. The round nose looks pretty much the same. You can see the riflings, and it's a little squatted. You can tell it's not quite as tall as it was. And that just went through one bottle and into the second. This is the heavy pellet. It's kind of got a little point to it, and I can see with it the point has deformed to one side, and the skirt bent as well. Now with that pellet, we only got 1 bottle to bust, but it went in with a pretty clean hole. You all probably can't see, but it cracked. It split open the back without going all the way through. So it definitely delivered more energy into that water than any of the rest of them. Now this is the Gamo Round. It's the top is a little bit deformed, but not enough to make the BB come out. If anything, that may be tightened around the BB some. But I hope you guys can see that. The pellet itself, the skirt, mashed flat and is completely closed up and has took a real bad bend. So what I'm thinking is when that skirt flattened out and warped like it did, just acted like a fishtail and sucked that pellet off to one side. So all in all, with my group testing and my penetration test as well, I'm gonna go with the Gamo again. Mainly because I got a tighter group. If you can't hit your target, what does it matter what kind of penetration or energy you're delivering? I got another pellet rifle in the house that I'm hoping will like some of these other pellets a little bit better, but it needs a little work done to it before I can get it back out. I will see you guys on the next video. God bless and have a good one.